like I'm going to have a problem with the steering shaft. I was just checking this out over here. Hey guys, thanks for coming back. I got another thing here that I made that I want to share with you. But before we get into that, I just realized that when I came over here I was going to do the intro to my other video, and I just realized my steering is not going to work. So I'm going to have to do something about my steering column. I'm going to have to move it to my left about 1 inch. I've got a small wheel in there, so it's either a 10-inch or 11-inch wheel. So I think that's what I'm going to have to do, is move everything over. And I've got some old connecting rods from a Flathead, so I'll make myself a steering column drop. I'll see if I can use that either the Aluma-Weld or the what am I trying to say? The Muggy Weld, and I'll go ahead and weld 2 of them together with that. I think it'll work. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to make a fan shroud. I need somewhere to mount my fan. I don't want to mount the fan on the radiator like it's been in the past. It's taken me a long time to straighten out these fins, and I almost just went out and bought another radiator, but my money tree is kind of wilty. Haven't been watering it too much lately. So we're going to make things ourselves. I got a sheet of aluminum that I originally bought for my door panels, and it turns out that well, sorry about that, guys. I was going to pause for just a second, and I thought the kids were going to get out of the car across the street and go in the house, but it was more than a second, and I lost my train of thought. So let's see if I can pick it up. A sheet of aluminum. It was for my door panels. But here we go, Ron. I couldn't use it for the door panels because it got several dings and little not sharp creases, just little ones in it that you wouldn't want on a door panel. And then I figured out, well, it was too thin for a door panel anyway, so I've got a couple sheets of some really thick aluminum over here. So we're going to do that, and we're going to put a fan on this thing here, and I might not wire it in today. Well, unless I do it, I'm not going to wire it in today. I need longer wires on it. I'll have to extend those. So let me go ahead and show you how I made this. I'm not a sheet metal worker. I've only just dabbled in sheet metal work, and it really hasn't turned out that great. So this is going to be very interesting. Anyway, I haven't been out here playing with her too much. I fixed that front crank seal since I jacked it up. I think that's about it, guys. Well, without any further ramblings, here's how I made my fan shroud. I'm out here trying to figure out something for a fan shroud because I didn't have a fan shroud before. And this is what I've got. I got a 16-inch fan here. So I'm going to be putting it across the radiator. That's 18 inches. So I'm going to bring it probably up close as I can to the top, see if, or off to one side, because I've got that distributor in there. I really don't want to impede on that too much, but it's not going to stick out that far at all, maybe about 1 inch. So I just want it to be able to mount to these tabs right here. So this is what I've been thinking. 18-inch across, 18 inches across, 17 inches high from here to the top black line. And I just put this little bend in it right here, using this on my bench vise. So we're going to go ahead and put the other side in here and try to bend it so it stays somewhat straight along that line like this one did. And then I'll fold these tabs in and rivet it together, and we'll see what kind of box we got and where we need to do some trimming. Yeah, you know, I knew there would be a time that all this stuff I got hanging up here to get it out of the way just might be getting in my way. My headlights. Oh crap. I'm going to have to go over these. These are stainless. I'm going to have to go over them and get a couple little dings out of it. So. You know, I'm not a sheet metal guy. And this is all I've got to really work with right now. Trying to think of how I can do this here. Not too shabby. So I'll put these tabs on the inside. I fold this up. Okay, so I'm going to take this outside now and see how it fits. It's going to fit right over the other side. Just perfect like that. Of course, it's going to come into here, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of creative trimming right across the top part of it. Shorten it up a little bit. So, and then I'll go ahead and set the fan on it and mark it out. But for right now, well, you know, when it gets hot, I get cranky, so I gotta go get my ice water, cool myself down, maybe go take a jump in the pool, then I'll come back out here in a little bit. We'll get this part of the radiator shroud done and move on. It'll get there. I promise you it'll get there, but it's gonna take me a bit. And we've got these little rivets here. Actually, these are my wife's grandpa's rivets. So we'll put one of these in each one of these holes here. Yeah, it's going to work just fine. And then I got little washers to go right on top of them. A couple of these rivets and a couple of these washers. I've got the rivets kind of set in there, and the pilot holes drilled for the mounting tab on this side here, and I'll put this one on first and then I'll go from there. But I'm just going over it right now, smoothing out all the sharp edges. You know, this isn't going to be a super high quality thing. I'm just kind of eyeball it. I'll use a little ruler here. 1/2. Well, that was pretty good. I got it fairly close. 1 5/8. 1 5/8. Okay. That's all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in about 1 inch, and I'll lay this out all the way around here. Oh gee, I don't even need 1 inch, I need about 1/2 inch. Yeah, it's because the inch would be way too much sticking in there from that. Okay, 1 inch in there, that'd be that much meat in there, so I don't think I need to go in that far, and the bigger the opening the better. That's a pretty big opening. Anyway, I'm just trying to figure out how I can draw this thing here. I can refine that before I cut it out. So I'll drill 4 1/4 screws. So I mean, I'll drill 4 1/4 holes and drill a pilot hole so I can get the shears in here, and I guess I'll start going. Just get it and try to make it fairly even. Yeah. Okay. Camera shut off and I caught it. But so we're gonna go ahead and drill the 1/4 inch holes, and I'll be back with you shortly. I'm just going to tear this up. I don't want to put a jigsaw to it because you know what that's going to do. I don't have a, I got a cutoff wheel. I got a small one, but I don't have any wheels for it. Let me see if I can figure something out. These seem to work better. I think I'll be able to control it. We're going to soon find out, so. You know, That's really not that bad. I stayed pretty much on the line. A couple little shards hanging off it, so I'll just go through it and clean it up here a little bit. And I'll go out to the shop and get some hardware and we'll attach it to this and see if we can. There we go. You know, I didn't press record. Let's do this again if I can remember what I did. I guess it could have looked better, but it's either this on the outside, and the only reason I took it off at an angle, I didn't want the jagged edge sticking up all the way across here, and like I say, nobody's going to really see it because my radiator shroud's going to cover that, or the radiator cover. So I took off the mount for my rods up here on the top, the radiator support rods. I'm going to make another bracket. I already have the pieces cut to go on the top of here. That's one of those projects that I did before I started not feeling good. I think that's about it for right now, but yeah, she's looking pretty good. The other side here with the hole already in it right there. If it's the same on the bottom, I might take just a little bit more out of this and finish it off a little better, but for now, that's not that bad. Well guys, thanks for joining me out here today. It's getting a little bit warm. I got a glass of ice water waiting in there by the computer desk, and I think it's about time to go in and do a little bit of editing and see where I'm at. So that's all for the 29 Coupe today and my 59L block stroker motor. So I think it's a step forward. One more thing off my list. Now I think I have to tackle the steering. I need to face that. So that'll be the next one. We'll go ahead and slip underneath it and see what we can do with the steering. Okay? I'll see you next time here at Flathead Ron's Garage. Hit that subscribe button. Make an old man happy today. Come on. Right there. That button right there. Have a good day, guys. Thanks for joining me. Bye.